Welcome to the Gin Weekly Update for Friday, June 3rd, 2016. I'm Joel Yeast. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to my mom, Joanne, who got me my new tie. A couple of months ago when I spoke of the Brioni tie that I got as a hand-me-down from KT, she decided that I deserved my own new Brioni tie, so she sent me a card and had me pick one out, and this is her first time seeing it, so what do you think? You like? Thanks a lot, Mom. I love you. This week coming up in your area, Mastering the Success Mastery Course classes. There's one June 4th in Arlington Heights, Illinois. That's tomorrow for some of us. June 7th in Lake Park, Florida. That's for member level 2 and above. June 11th in Elora, Oregon for level 6 members only. And June 11th in Aurora, Colorado. Local chapter meetings coming in your way. June 5th in London, England. June 8th in Clearwater, Florida. And thanks to all of you who put those meetings on, the Success Mastery Course classes and the local chapter meetings. We appreciate it. All that have done it will do it and have done it in the past. Our premier Gin webinar for this week features part 2 of Blaine Aythorne's 10 Pillars of Success. In this video, Blaine continues from the first pillar of success, speaking of the correct audios and webinars to watch and learn from, into this week, speaking on books and how the written word can engage you in different ways than audios and webinars can. Look for part 2 of Blaine Aythorne's 10 Pillars of Success on the website starting today. The June edition of the Gin Report is here, and it's once again beautifully produced by our in-house designer, Boki Glamacek. A little recognition for Boki, thank you, and an excellent job once again. This month, look for a letter from Troy McClain, a feature on the city of San Diego, the site for our Dream Weekend Global Success Conference coming up August 5th through the 7th. There's a review of the Take Action course, also written by our very own Troy McClain. A review of Blaine Aythorne's Raising Your Results to the Next Level seminar. 5 summer fitness tips from Gin member Lindsay Schiller. Faculty columns from Michelle Shenandoah Powis, Neil Powis, and Ngub Ding. The Einstein Factor, Part 2, by Don and Melinda Boyer. Leaders Are Created, a club update by David Cohen, and introducing a new feature for our Gin Report, written by and for our French membership, called The French Corner, from Aline and Jean-Luc. Thank you to all of the members who contributed to this month's Gin Report. It's another great one, and it's out right now. Speaking of the Gin Report, this month, Troy McClain speaks about Patton on leadership in his review to the Take Action course. As Troy says, the principles, teachings, and practices of this great leader transcend the battlefield and impact all areas of our lives. In the original audio, we learned so much about ourselves and how to find strength from within. As that audio says, there are always going to be outside influences in our lives. When you believe that these forces are stronger than you and have an effect on you, you will never, ever be happy and get the things in life that you want. He continues, there's a 10-second miracle that says, the moment that you decide to take personal responsibility for everything that happens to you, when you decide that I am at cause over everything around me, when you make the decision and come to the knowingness that you control the outside influences, that you control everything around you, that you have 100% authority over everything in your life and your environment, that you can make anything happen in your life. When you make that decision, everything in your world will change, because that's the moment that you take personal responsibility. When I was in school, there was a new kid who started in our class. He came in wearing a shirt and a tie and actually carried a briefcase. He walked into the class and placed a fresh apple on the teacher's desk and sat in the front row, front and center, right there in front of everybody. Then, as he sat up straight, he pulled out his pen and his pencil with a sharpener and a separate eraser, and then a serious-looking notebook out of that briefcase and placed them perfectly on his desk. The pen and pencil were parallel, flanking the notebook that was exactly in the center of the desk. The eraser and the sharpener were above the other items, always at the ready. Then he pulled the class textbook out of his briefcase, and I think he even smelled the binding of it before placing it directly under the notebook. He then opened the notebook and wrote on the first page the date, the time, the teacher's name even. Then he reached back into the briefcase and pulled out a brand new calculator, shiny and new with all the latest features, and placed it just so in the upper left hand of the desk. The teacher looked up from his desk and he smiled. He grabbed the apple and shined it on his lapel and took a bite and said, "I see you're ready to go. You have everything you need, a pencil, a pen, the textbook, a notebook for notes, and a calculator. A nice new calculator with all the latest features. Great. It's just perfect. Welcome to history class." The point of that story is not to make fun of the new kid. He tried his best to impress. The point is for you not to mistake activity with accomplishment. Too often we're getting ready for the moment, and the moment passes us by while we're still trying to prepare for things that may not be relevant. Be mindful of what you need to succeed. See, in this club we have lots of training and insight for you, and it's up to you to apply that training. Don't get caught up in virtually spinning your wheels in the mud. Use your network of people to help you achieve greatness. Use your network of information in this club to help you achieve greatness. When you come to Dream Weekend, Global Success Conference in August, listen to the training and take the notes you need. And remember that your path and the information you need out of all of that event are different than everyone else's. It's up to you to receive and apply that training in your life. That's the weekly update for Friday, June 3rd, 2016. I'm Joel Yeast. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week.